Oregon before he transferred. Blackshear out of the backfield, first down and then some. Raheem Blackshear just outside of the 30-yard line. A 31-yard hit.
It will harass a quarterback all night, but so far, Virginia Tech's had an answer.
Virginia Tech had great success on jet sweeps last year. This is Tavion Robinson slicing back inside. And a first down, Virginia Tech. That's a nifty run. Touchdown, Burmeister. Tremendous athlete, pushes him all the way down the field. First down for Sam Howell. Pressure got there. He slipped away for the moment, and down he goes. A loss of 2. Alan Tisdale, their redshirt sophomore, with the stop. Third down. They got there again. Down he goes. Mario Kendricks, the sophomore from Florida, buried it. Neutral site games all over in Atlanta, in Charlotte, where game day is. Burmeister, deep ball to the sideline. Turner, oh, what a catch! Trey Turner with the softest of hands.
Is a man of his word. Told us about Burmeister's ability to throw the deep ball, and you can't drop it in any better than he did on that play. Excellent job by Turner.
Burmeister, touchdown! The governor, James Mitchell.
Snagged it out of nowhere because my eyes were all over number 9 in the back of the end zone, crossing from left to right, and then all of a sudden there's a big pair of hands.
He's dropped again. What do you think Matt Brown is saying to him on the sideline? With 4 wide receivers, Howell. Nothing there again. He lost the football. It's out of bounds. It's Barno again. He has lived in the... He pulls it back, and he's under siege again. Howell is sacked.
Talk about playing fast, is what Justin Fuente told us right before the question up top.
Howell looks down to the bottom, and that's a closely contested ball. Let's see who comes up with it. Olsen went down to the ground, was fighting for it. There's a wrestling match, and it is picked off.
He can shut down one side of the field, and it's an excellent thrown ball. That ball was thrown, I mean, it's about as well as you can throw it over the outstretched hands of the area outside defender. A guy playing in the flat slant area and just got out wrestled for it was Justin Olsen.
I want to bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin, because it looks like Olsen might have the ball here. Matt, what do you see?
Well, it looked like the offensive receiver had the ball moment
Since the Taft administration. First down, Braxton Burmeister. And he will run. Burmeister has a first down and grinds across the 40-yard line into Kimmel. There is no fear. 48 yards away. It is good. While we're at it, he's playing without his most experienced receiver, Bo Corrales. Tip ball, and this is intercepted back. Dax Hollifield picks it off.
Beats his man, and then Holyfield on the back with an
Pressure coming. Howell is dropped immediately. Garbett was right there in a heartbeat. After he was injured, he's been part of that tonight. Burmeister, a quick set, and he loves the tight end. This is Mitchell shaking away. Mitchell. Howell rolling out, wants to throw it back. Didn't have the time to. Howell whips it, and it's tipped, and it's juggled, and it's Connor. Jamari Connor, did he put it away? It's intercepted. Bell marker down as well.
Another defensive defensive tackle. That rotation. Williams this time.
An eligible receiver downfield offense.
That's a defensive tackle in pass rush on Sam Howell.
Mac Brown standing near the official for timeout purposes. Jet sweep, Trey Turner cutting back. Turner upfield, and he's got a first down.
From the 13, slow developing play, and it's ended very quickly. Back on the 5-yard line by Virginia Tech's Tywan Garbett.
Garbett's been in the backfield. He's able to slip through the block and make a big tackle. This guy can play. I mean, he's coming back.
MTSU goes 4 wides for the first time. The lefty Hawkman delivers it over here to Wyndham. Burmeister to the air. Here comes that rush again. Burmeister going to try to run for it. And he's right near the sticks. He's got the first down. DQ Thomas was in high-speed pursuit.
It's like they're in a wildcat formation, something they showed last week.
Direct snap to the big guy Mobley. He'll try to run for it, and he dives to the 25-yard line right at the feet of... Play fake on second down. Burmeister dumps it off short to Mitchell. He's got yardage ahead to the 33-yard line, and that'll move the sticks. From the 39, another throw for Burmeister. This time to Turner, and he's got the first down. Through 6 passes last year, did not play last Friday night in the season opener against North Carolina. He hands it off on first down to Blackshear. Spins at the 40, and he's got the first down to the 35-yard line. Their defense digs in. Hokies go for it. And they have the first down as Blackshear pops it free to the 17. Gregory Great made the play defensively. That's encouraging to see. Here's Turner on the jet sweep. And he gets inside the 10-yard line to the 9. Burmeister to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Tech, Tavion Robinson.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a statement there to telling the fans and everybody that I'm okay. That was a perfect pass. Tavion went up and caught it at his hot.
Hockman on the move, looking downfield, throws back across his body, completes it out to the 37-yard line to Marshall. Tavion Robinson, the return man for Virginia Tech. He's not going to get a chance, I don't believe. Back, still going back. Fields it inside the 10. He is going to run it back. Robinson breaking free. The punter slows him up, and they bring him down on the 36-yard line.
Just like he did, he was able to make the first guy miss and get up the field. You see he's not dancing, he's running straight back up the field. He picks up some great blocks, and as a returner, this is your worst nightmare. Just you and the punter, and he's not able to make a miss. But that's a big-time play for it. Continue to use your legs, just be smart about it.
Burmeister gets out of there, makes a man miss. He's got the first down. He's an elusive guy, and he's got the Hokies in business again down to the 24-yard line.
I think I know that trick. You fake like you're hurt. You're really just tired. I've been there before.
Come on, man. That's Keyshawn King with the carry, with Blumrick at quarterback. That's Jalen Holston to his right. Snap back. Quarterback keeps. Quarterback dives for the touchdown.
Yeah, Virginia Tech's offensive line steps up here again. You get a good push, and he's able to lower his shoulder and get in there. They named the sandwich after me, and it was a pretty basic sandwich, but I went there every day.
What was the Eddie Royal?
Turkey, lettuce, and cheese. I kept it simple.
Wanted Hawkman to be in. This is where Sam Howell found himself in all sorts of trouble last Friday. Hawkman gets it out of there, delivers the ball nicely, just shy of the first down though. The receiver Lane gets banned out of bounds by Chapman. He was going to Florida State. to the end zone. He throws. It's caught. Was the receiver in bounds? Incomplete pass. Wyndham and Waller running down the sidelines. Wyndham caught it, but he was not in bounds. 75 yards to cut the lead in half. Here's Scott Payne kicking it to King. Gonna run it out. King has room, and he stumbles at the 30, and a late flag.
Big play, and he runs it out. The turf monster just got him. Because he's going to outrun that kicker. That could have been a big play.
It's now completed 13 of 18 on the day. Hokies come on the blitz, and they get home. Jamari Connor.
In this first half.
By the way, that was the 100th career reception for Turner. Burmeister on the run, spins and goes down. Now they run it. And he's got the first down. And that'll save the day for Fuente and company. And no need to kick it away. Burmeister on the final play of the half. Throws it over to the sideline to Caleb Smith. He makes the reception in front of Tedrick Ross. And that'll send us to the half with Virginia Tech lead out that North Carolina wanted Howe to win the game for. Hockman in trouble and sacked back on the 35-yard line.
That was a coverage sack. They tried to come back to the same play they had success on in the 3rd and long, and it wasn't there. No one was open, so it gave the D-line to get there and make a big play.
Gadget, quarterback. Hockman had been doing well. Let's see what gadgets they come up with. Rasul carries it back to the line of scrimmage, and Holyfield waiting for him there. Rasul is the lone back on 3rd down. Hockman to the air. Hockman looking. Hockman throws. It's intercepted on the deflection. Virginia Tech will take over, or did it skip into people? Hokies have converted just one of their last 6 on 3rd down. Here's Holston, and he stretches forward, and he'll have the first down to the 18-yard line. That shows effort. Schaefer did that at Syracuse, and he's doing that now at Middle Tennessee. Deep shot, caught by Turner. Down to the 35.
That the offense was thinking about. The offensive line gave him time, and Burmeister threw an accurate ball. Those deep balls that they were working on all offseason finally paid off. Trey Turner comes in and makes a great play and gets a little bit of run after the catch. That's exactly.
Mitchell, ordinarily the tight end, they've got him split to the right on 2nd and short. On the ground to Holston. The hole, Holston, the touchdown.
It's a great push by the offensive line and a cut right there by Holston. Even when the running game isn't going well.
All right, Mobley is in the game. They're going to go with a direct snap to the big fella out of Knoxville. Fake the end around. Mobley, the tuck, the run, and down he goes. Jamari Connor chops down Mobley on 1st down.
And he makes it. He's able to fight off the block and come through and make the tackle on a big.
Hockman lets it go, and it's intercepted by Waller. The magic of Lane Stadium, that crowd roars, and Virginia Tech gets the turnover. First of all, Bruce, welcome back. It's so nice to have you back at Lane Stadium.
It's amazing to be back. It's been a long time, and so happy to be back. And what a great job Frank has done with this program now, Fu.
He's already thrown 1 touchdown today. They keep this on the ground. Blackshear, did he get in? Yes, sir!
Blackshear does a great job of finishing off this run. I think he got a little bit of help getting pushed in there, but that's the way you finish a drive off.
2 shots to make this, you would assume, down 3 scores. Uh-oh, busted play. And Hockman wrestled down on the 26 by Jordan Williams. Hockman lets it go. Incomplete. Middle Tennessee wants a flag. It was intended for Lane. Fuente sticking with the two tight ends. Payute comes in motion. On the ground. Big gain to the 10. Inside the 5. It'll be first and goal. Blumrick on the ground, showing what he can do with his wheels.
Blumrick's able to use his acceleration to get through there. What we don't see is Tavion Robinson. There he is with the block down the field that allowed Blumrick to be able to.
Blumrick takes the snap, hands it off, and an easy walk-in for Blackshear.
Make a big run, and then here just finishing it off.
Each game against Carolina came down to the final possession, so Justin really never had the chance to go to the depth. That ball goes through the hands of the intended receiver again. He wants to follow in your footsteps, man. Be a broadcaster someday. His throw a bit behind the receiver, but it's caught. That'll be enough for the first down as King gets the yardage after the catch to the 30-yard line. We asked why is Terrell Smith called juicy? And Justin Fuente says, well, because he sweats a lot. But he's an amazing story. You know, he committed to Virginia Tech back in, and actually enrolled here in 2014.
3 quarters, I mean, that says a lot about your team.
Keep it on the ground again, and down he goes, back on the 49-yard line.
We were right there, we just didn't take advantage of it.
Throw to the left sideline, and that is Davis with the catch. They're up over Cunningham trying to do nothing other than change the final cosmetic score, so to speak. Up and doing on the ground. Keyshawn Artist. Petaway had the carry, and Artist chopped him down.
30-second timeout.
They brought Big Mobley back into the game. It's a direct snap to Mobley. And a little jump pass. And it's intercepted, but there's a flag on the play. Devin Hunter caught it. Frank Peasant is in the game in the backfield. Stays on his feet. Peasant still going. Back to the 7, and they blow the play dead.
I see a ton of white jerseys around, and as a defensive coordinator, this will make you happy. Turning on the tape and seeing almost the entire defense on those things that people made it into one. But that UVA game versus Virginia Tech was always a hard-fought game.
A return down the left sideline to near midfield. 20 seconds left for Lee.
Yeah, it's one that college football needs. It's definitely good for the sport.
Thomas takes the run down the left sideline, and he's out of bounds with 14 seconds left. And the clock will wind out. Justin Fuente's team improves to 2-0 on the season. Hokies are now undefeated under Fuente.
See, he's not being safe, right? He's being perfect after you saw that last throw on 3rd down.
Takes the toss. Burmeister towards the end zone. Going up and catching. Touchdown, Virginia.
Right here, he's going to get down the middle of the field and make a play for his quarterback. When you get up on safety linebacker types, you have an advantage. And if the ball, like I said earlier, if the ball is high and your receiver sees it first, he can make
Rush for only 65 yards. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Good run here for Blackshear to the outside towards the end zone. And Blackshear is in.
Meister under pressure a ton today and sacked 6 times.
5 in the second half. On 3rd and 18, trying to find something underneath. It's Holston. Holston cuts back inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokies! Virginia Tech still alive in the 4th quarter.
California has Jalen Holston in the barrel of the pistol. Play fake by Burmeister. Shoots it across. Turner the catch at midfield. Into Spider territory goes Trey Turner. Tackle made by the safety Aaron Banks.
On the perimeter, Trey Turner just on the over route. So to find a little soft spot, make a play.
Burmeister with time, and he'll shoot it to Robinson at the 30. And he'll push ahead. That's another first down. A couple of the easy throws out of the offense of Brad Cornelson. Here's the give and the first carry of the day, and this is Holston inside the 15. Jalen Holston tiptoes and will be measured out of bounds at the 10.
Great runs because of perimeter blocking. You get a nice job by Nick Gallo of the tight end, and then downfield.
Last Saturday at Morgantown, it's kind of a committee at tight end for Fuentes Hokies. Here's Burmeister throwing end zone again. Turner, did he get the foot down? He did on the back line.
We'll get our first look at it. Burmeister's got plenty of time, clean pocket to throw from. The snag.
Oh, yeah.
He gets that left foot in.
It's a catch on Saturday, not on Sunday.
Yeah, but this is a Saturday. Last I checked, that toe gets down in the field of play before that right foot comes down out of bounds. Less like the body control that takes.
Unless they've changed the footprint of it.
Unless they've changed the footprint of Lane Stadium.
There you go. Here's English, and he's going to be sacked. Hollifield.
See him on the right side of your screen, number 4 coming through, just getting past Tim Coleman. You saw English try and roll, try and spin out of it.
Bo English will keep it. Not for much, though. Norrell Pollard, who I thought was as good as they had in the front on opening night against Carolina. Now Gallo flops back for Burmeister on 2nd and 8. Quick throw in the slot. Turner catches for the first down at the 30 ahead of Banks again. 13-yard throw.
Luke Tenuta goes over to right tackle. Caden Moore stays at right guard. Johnny Jordan in the middle. Lasita Smith scoots out to left tackle. And Brock Hoffman stays in the guard.
Hesitation, and Burmeister's speed gets him to the edge. And out of bounds near the 45, and another Hokie first down.
Watch what this offensive line is able to do. He's just waiting, and he gets to the outside. He's trying to go with a little pop pass, but this is where he's...
Pistol formation for English, and the communication with Dykes. They collide with one another, and Aaron Dykes falls down back toward the 26.
Got the wine list.
Here's a quick toss. This is Dykes, number 3, working to the edge. And right into the arms of Nasir Peoples.
On 2nd down, and then Amir Hall, a big, long cornerback, making the play on 3rd.
3 and out for the Hokies.
He was really interested to see how his team would respond today.
Called run for Burmeister. Slices the left side. Knocked out near the 37 by A.J. Smith.
The defense really has to have almost a quick change situation.
English with pressure coming, and he'll be sacked. Keontae Jenkins was the first Hokie to arrive. He's speeding up English's clock, right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Backup quarterback.
He'll push the pocket right, cut it loose, and offline for Josiah Williams. Shamari Connor was pressuring.
The more you wait, the more guys have a chance from inside and from outside to make the play.
Ball at the 25. Burmeister's first throw. Tavion Robinson, the catch. Makes a man miss, and a first down for Virginia Tech. 12-yard throw. Savon Smith, the running back. English drops back. Got to get rid of it. Does. Smith on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20-yard line. Hokies with 5 kind of in that line area. Only one guy there. Ferguson rushes. Here's Robinson. Wants to play from the 40. Brings it back to the near side. First couple of guys miss. Midfield cutback. Tavion Robinson turns the corner and is headed to the end zone.
Virginia Tech needed a spark, and they got it in Tavion Robinson. All he needed was a little bit of a seam, and it was all speed outrunning the corner to the end zone. Offense is struggling, but Virginia Tech uses special teams to go up 7.
The back now with English. And good play in the hole there. So Bo English, who transferred after a couple of years at the Air Force Academy, played in 19, got some snaps last spring, and overshoots Smith there on 3rd down. Here's Burmeister. Braxton will work around the edge. He's got plenty in his toolbox for the first down.
The play breaks down a little bit. He doesn't like his first look. And you've got a defender. Number 30, Tristan Wheeler, has an angle on Braxton. Back on its heels.
Here's Burmeister, another quick throw. 2 in a row. Here's Robinson. Stepping out at midfield, stops the clock with 93 seconds to go.
I'm not saying Virginia Tech is gonna drop this one, but you're drawing up a recipe for an upset. This is the type of first half that does it.
The ball's going to check up around the 1. It is saved in bounds. Wow. And they'll finally just snap it and push the stack. That's Jonathan Johnson in motion, and they're going to run it with Dykes, or try to run it with Dykes, and Savon Smith, 30, erases it.
That time, Darrell Pollard cuts across the face. The offensive
backup quarterback who came on for the third snap of the game after the injury to Mancuso. Throw to the perimeter, Dykes the catch, and a great open field tackle by Dalen.
hard, clean hit.
10th play of the drive, English rolling out in trouble, trying to throw back for Devaney, the young tight end, and it's incomplete. Burmeister, quick throw. The tight end makes the catch, Nick Gallo, and just enough for the first down.
And that's probably the number that you're most disappointed in if you're Virginia Tech.
Holston trying the right side, hits the cutback across the 45 and a first down.
A little bit better than they did last year. At least that was the hope.
Fakes the toss, gonna load and throw deep for Turner. Up the ladder, did he hold it? He did.
As good a jump ball receiver as there is, this is a fantastic catch. Amir Hall would have loved, the defensive back would have loved to have played that ball a little bit better. I thought he had a chance at potentially a pick, but kind of gets turned around and Trey Turner comes down.
Gallo in motion. Here's Blumberg, he'll keep it. He'll turn and drive for the end zone. Did he get in? No. English misses the receiver on the cross, Josiah Williams. Burmeister looking to throw, rope in the middle of the field, Robinson out to the 25. Early fourth period. And here's Peter Moore to punt. Hanging it high for Brown, who will signal for and make the fair catch. We're early in the fourth at Blacksburg. Play of the game. English quick throw. This is Dykes trying to find some help in the block and does not. Dorian Strong.
Caden threw an interception, gave the Spiders great field position.
Free play for Virginia Tech. Burmeister, middle of the field. Robinson the catch, first down near the 30.
Jumps off sides. I'm surprised it wasn't blown dead for contact, but either way, the delivery over.
Julius, the tight end, slides back toward the formation. Here's Burmeister on the keeper, and he will have the first down. Well, he hit us with the size 15 when he was in the 8th grade or something.
Yeah.
Here's Burmeister, quick slant. Caleb Smith the catch. And that should end the ball game for all intents and purposes.
You saw a lot of grit from the defense.
Yeah.
Was able to come through and keep you in the football game. Richmond played hard. You got to give Russ Huseman's crew some credit. But the Hokies taking care of business.
Handshake between the head coaches. 52nd meeting between these two schools.
Early on a third and long.
They put Austin in motion. Cone, pressure again, and down he goes. And sacked for a 9-yard loss.
Forces you to punt. And, well, now all of a sudden, instead of keeping the ball and getting into Virginia Tech's area,
Gallo gets a little jump pass from Burmeister. You talk about an athletic play there. And that could have gone absolutely nowhere. Winds up picking up 15 yards for Burmeister. And takes the snap. He's going to run it. And he's going to pick up a first and extra. He's going to gain 17 on that carry. Julius, the tight end, in motion. He's going to look to throw. Trying to hit a receiver, and he will. He'll get Trey Turner on that sideline for a big gain that goes for 18. And his second in the ACC. Hand off for Blackshear. Bouncing outside. Now cuts back in. Still working. He dives into the end zone. Outstanding determination by Blackshear as he scores the touchdown.
Raheem Blackshear bottled up at first, but does a great job of sticking with it, punching it into the end zone.
And in motion, Austin, the wideout. Cone with time. Now it really breaks down, and he goes down. For a split second, he had a receiver. Josh Fuga came out of nowhere, the 6'2", 310-pound freshman, to drag him down. So second down, 7 for the Hokies. It's going to be Turner again. Turner trying to make a move, gets to the sideline, trying to get to that pylon, trying to drag that foot, and he stepped out, unable to get into the end zone.
Burmeister doesn't allow that to happen.
Parker Romo on, 19-yard attempt, and he will drill that.
Like I say, don't get bashful now. Buddy.
Yeah, no time to get shy when you're doing that kind of damage. King's going to take it out on a kickoff across the 20, finding a little bit of room up that sideline before he is nudged out 33 yards. Down and 8. Burmeister will unload. He'll fire. Tough catch by Turner. Gets away from another tackler. Really tough to bring down on the first effort. He gets 19 with the energy and the production he was able to give. Burmeister rolling again. He's going to fire that one and complete. He got it to Robinson. Notre Dame on top 14-10. Got a lot of leg, and that one is good. That's a confidence booster. He looked unfazed by the big crowd, did a good job quieting them. He and Kyron Williams. Deshaun King's going to bring out the kickoff as we open up second half. He finds room to roam and punches that across the 30.
Critical one here.
Burmeister throws, finds a man in the flat, tough catch on the spin. Blackshear's loose. He finds the sideline and a huge gainer and a great play call here for the Hokies for 25. From 19 and from 52, this from 26 yards. And that was up, and that one is good. Buckner wants to throw. And picked off. Intercepted. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Waller.
Well, going back to the interception, you have two high safeties, which means this guy is a flat defender, and that's Waller. And so I think that Bruckner gets fooled by the way the safety to that side is drifting towards the middle. But it allows Waller, just look at how aggressive Waller is as he's looking back through the receiver to the quarterback. He's just there, and then the caliber of player that Jermaine Waller is, he's not going to drop it like the one we saw Chapman drop earlier. And
on 3rd and 21, Buckner rolls, fires, and it's intercepted. Intercepted again by Peoples here. He got all the way back to the 45-yard line.
He escapes outside the pocket. Thrown across your body late down the middle is never a good idea.
3rd down and 6. Going to test that arm. He's going to throw and a completed pass. There is a flag down. Caught by Turner on a leaping grab for 12 yards, but a flag. Burmeister flushed out of there. On a run across the 20. Cutting back inside. Hit him in the end zone. Touchdown! Braxton Burmeister, a 19-yard touchdown scamper.
And the shoulder killing him, gets drilled on a roughing the passer, and then able to fight through it. As he runs to the football, has to be helped up.
Game this afternoon.
First appearance back in 2017. This is Vincent Davis, and he is dragged down. They just ravaged that North Carolina offensive line, which was supposed to be very good. It was not that day. Pickett 3rd and long. Garbutt got pancaked on the outside, and Kroll couldn't hang on. The tight end, Lucas Kroll, got sandwiched.
A lot of people think, oh, that one's thrown behind him. No, it was perfectly thrown.
That's exactly what they wanted. Hamilton and the defense giving up the ball first. And this is a very short kick by Kurt Christodoulou.
This aggressive pitch style of defense.
They've got some great defensive linemen have come through there. And this goes to the sideline, and Caleb Smith and a falling grab that was really necessary for the Hokies.
Whether they're bringing pressure or dropping back, have to really recognize coverage today.
7 straight passes for the Hokies, and this one is all the way across midfield for Dwayne second grab of the year, a gain of 30.
Excellent job. This is what happens when you play aggressively on defense, when you bring in pressure. You leave guys one-on-one with nobody.
Third down for Pitt. Pickett scanning, steps up, fires incomplete. He didn't see the pressure from the second level that was around the corner, and it's fourth down.
Both teams started this game with 3 and outs, and Virginia Tech forcing another one.
Felt like the better defensive line might win this game, and now Robinson back to receive this punt.
Oh boy.
He hangs on. Robinson trying to cut it back. He had a return for a touchdown earlier this year against Rich. Goes down, and it'll be punt time for Pittsburgh.
Who had lost him yardage and he's short here.
Pickett sees the pressure up the middle from Fuga, gets away from it, and incomplete for Matt. They might go for half of it here, or go for it on fourth down if they don't get the full 8. It's a screen, it's tipped by Garbett. Taysir Mack eventually lost yards, but he didn't want it to get intercepted.
Going for it if you were able to get half. That's out of the equation now with that tip. Again, heck of a play by Garbett. They played outstanding.
Davis can't find a hole, and he is slammed down again. This is Jordan Williams, the defensive tackle. Big play today.
I was kind of shocked that with this type of field position that the Panthers are going to the ground.
Kevin, thank you very much. This is Turner for Virginia Tech across the 30 for a first down.
And nice break on the football.
Burmeister on third down, little comeback route, and it's right at the stick. And it's Tavion Robinson for the first down, Virginia Tech. Part of it might be they don't think Virginia Tech can score against their defense. Pickett again, down the middle for Stovall, and it's knocked away. Fourth down. I pick it over to talk to Bartholomew for a moment, who's in the bunch with the second tight end roll there as well. Pickett fading back, gets it right to the stick and Wayne, and they're going to mark him just short. Wayne saying that he was right there at the marker.
This game against Oklahoma, and we may see Cincinnati move to number 2 4 days in.
Trey Turner, the target from Burmeister, and a big play for Virginia Tech against Williams for the crowd offensively.
Finally, a receiver holding on to a deep ball to help his quarterback. Well thrown ball. He'll see it on film tomorrow that, boy, I should have just stayed out the front door.
They're going to run it with Black here, and he is very close to the line to gain. Burmeister to throw toward the corner, and beautiful grab by Robinson. Oh, he hauled it in from down on the deck for the touchdown with a flag in.
Looked like one hand that he reels it in with. It's a heck of a catch. A.J. Woods, the other corners working against Robinson. Just one hand.
Here at Virginia Tech back in 2018, leading 28-7. They double Garbett. He can't get there. And now the Clemson transfer Williams does, and a flag comes in. Playing it over and over again in his mind during the last week. Hit on that one as they go pump fake for Lofton, and Burmeister to run. He's got a crease and then some. Down to the 46 into the arms of Mathis.
To run, Braxton Burmeister. Sims from Georgia Tech opened the game last week against Pitt, took advantage of their aggression and ran to start the game. I thought Virginia Tech would get to it much sooner.
They have not. Now Turner on the comeback. Turner down the sideline of the 41. Marquez Williams couldn't grasp him. Gain of 12. Defense needs a stop for the Hokies here. 3rd and 14 for Kenny Pickett. Williams was coming. Pickett had to cut it loose to Wayne, and they'll get to the 41. A great man, Frank Beamer, who built this program to what it is today, as Burmeister keeps it, gets a block on the outside from Julius, and has a first down. Burmeister across the 30-yard line, gain of 12, 15 minutes to go.
And now you see why, you scratch your head wondering why they haven't run a BB3 on quarterback runs or called quarterback run. It could have been in year one against this team. Well, they have that rapport. He's going to remember it. And the play gets executed. Well, it looks like he's going to be a little bit short. He told me the other day, Mark Whipple, he said, if I know that, now that I know it, I'm going to shoot for it.
28 is going to be enough today, it looks like, with the way the Pitt defense has. Third down. This is an over 10-minute drive for the Pittsburgh Panthers. Abanikanda got a block on the outside from Wayne.
Eating up a bunch of time.
Kenny Pickett down the middle and incomplete. He wanted Addison. Everybody in the Coastal, other than Pitt and Virginia Tech, would have 2 losses at least. Malachi Thomas across the 35.
Especially when it's third down.
84 yards on the ground, and a good chunk of that has come on this.
As well, 9th overall as a head coach for the 60-year-old from San Diego, California. Ball's in the air, and there will be no return. Syracuse won the toss, elected to defer.
Cole getting involved early, but a nice pickup on first down. That'll work if you're a Virginia Tech fan.
They'll run it again with Blackshear. He's got enough for a first down up to the 37-yard line. He got 4. 43% of the season on third down for Virginia Tech, 8th in the ACC. Burmeister takes off. He goes to midfield, puts the head down, and he's got a first down and into Syracuse real estate. 12 yards on the run by Burmeister. Jones made the tackle for the Orange.
There's nobody home on that side of the field. There you see Marlowe Wax bailing to get into coverage, and there's nobody left. Third and long. Watch out for Braxton.
Pass complete to Robinson. Cuts it up the middle. First down, Virginia Tech. They have converted on a second straight third down play. They got 11. Thomas barrels his way to a first down. Syracuse comes in with a 3-4 record, still looking for their first ACC win, 0-3 in conference play. Burmeister tosses it inside the 5. Julius with the grab and the touchdown for the Hokies.
Well, the run's working, so you got to respect it. Guys biting up there, looking in the background. If I'm a linebacker, that's my first response. Here's a 3rd down and 4 now.
Hokies have converted their previous 2 third downs. Burmeister out of the pocket and up past the 35-yard line for a first down. Thompson made the tackle, but not before number 3 has the first down with an 8-yard run. 3rd and short now. Towards midfield for Blackshear, and that's a first down. He got 2, so the sticks are moving for Virginia Tech. Methodical late in the first quarter. In fact, we're inside of a minute to go.
They don't need to hit the big hitters all the time, just like early in that North Carolina game.
Blackshear tripped up at the 40. Down at the 38, 12 yards. Hannah tripped him up.
Well, big play by Hannah because the speedster was about to take it to the house. Maybe it's a makeup. Last time we were in this booth 2 years ago, 6 overtime game.
I remember it well. Burmeister, the pump and the throw inside the 10. Incomplete.
Separation there by Robinson and a nice throw.
On the field of an incomplete pass is under further review.
This is going to be tough to overturn it. Heck of a concentration, even if he didn't have it secured before he hits that boundary line. And I don't think Cole got a hand on it, almost.
Thomas to the left of Burmeister. They'll take it up the middle, drive toward the goal line, and in for the touchdown for Virginia Tech. 4 yards and a score. Malachi Thomas.
Good job by that offensive line here in this first half of the game. And it just turns into a who wants it more. So let's see now, 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. Let's see what they've got for him.
Schrader looking left all the way to Tucker. He got popped at the 30. Ball's on the turf, and it's incomplete. Teams haven't met since 2016. That's the only time they've played as ACC opponents prior to today. Little screen dump off. This is Blackshear. He's got some turf in front of him. Across midfield and down near the 40. Raheem Raheem Blackshear for Virginia Tech at 25 yards.
A few times here on this one. Great job by Burmeister. That pressure, he knows it's coming. He's just got to drop it over the top of the defender, and then for Blackshear to go down and pick it up before it touches the ground. Well, they're going to take a look at it, it sounds like. It looked like he caught it. And here's another look at it. Wow, we've got some close ones early in this one. How about Blackshear getting those hands underneath it? And then the big bodies getting out there like Brock Hoffman and company to lead the way. Caden Moore. What do you see here, Tom? I was wrong on the last one. That's tough.
Oh, James, well, you have the shadow to contend with as well. So that would lead me to believe that perhaps, James, perhaps. Tucker spins away from the first man, nowhere to go. Loss on the play, back to the 19-yard line. Tackled in the end zone. Schrader took it.
From that mesh point, and Schrader with that big body just getting...
11-play drive, James. And the 10th rushing touchdown of the season for Schrader. So he and Tucker have 10. That one's blocked. Andre Schmidt had an extra point blocked. Virginia Tech picks up the football down the sideline. Dorian Strong. And Strong takes it all the way back.
As we near halftime, excellent job. Is that Shamari Connor? Coming through there, just the floodgates open on that right side of the Syracuse front, and a great job to scoop it and take it to the house by Dorian Strong. Beamer ball at its best.
Ranked 16th in the nation. Highest ACC team. Blackshear. Cross the 50. Ripped down at the 33 by Carter. Raheem Blackshear on the rumble for Virginia Tech. 38 yards.
There you go, while we've got a chance. Great vision, great backs, always have great vision. And you know what they have is help down the field. Trey Turner forcing the rush ball incomplete.
John Parker Romo, 48 yards away. He hits it.
50, 55. Watch how confident he is. Boom. He's ready to slap hands before it even goes through the goalpost.
He did make a 52-yarder, James, in the loss to Notre Dame. That was a career long. 336. Can he add 3 more? No good.
Good day.
Burmeister has his man short of the 40.
Great job. Good throw on the money, and knowing he's going to take a lick, Caleb Smith hangs on to that football and pulls it down enough for a first down.
Orange pretty good so far. 4 of 7 on third down. To the near side, a one-handed attempt near the 28-yard line. Robinson deep.
Number 50 is going to find a way into his seam and make something happen, hustling down after he snaps the football.
Best field position to start a drive for Virginia Tech. This is Trey Turner down the sideline and out of bounds. Rob Hanna had to knock him out of bounds.
Leading receiver on the team will take it. The handoff from Burmeister this time beats everybody to the edge. A little bit of help on the outside.
Took it down the field, and Schrader took it to the end zone for a rushing TD, second of the game. Virginia Tech looking for the counter punch. A little bit of a delay. This is Thomas. First down inside the 10, and they'll mark him at the 7. 12 yards on the run.
Kind of like those guys down in Wake Forest with that slow mesh that Warren Ruggiero likes to do.
But they seem to be moving the ball well.
Let's see if they can move it to the end zone. They bash it in from short yardage, and it's Malachi Thomas for the Hokies. A 2-yard TD run. And Virginia Tech has the lead.
Malachi Thomas, when we got our 3 deep at the running back position for today.
Well above their season average of 35%. Can they get this one? The answer is no, as that one falls to the ground.
Where those sticks are going to be by the defense.
Backtracking. Robinson near the 20. Robinson with an alley. Cuts it back at the 40 in midfield. Robinson smacked at the orange 40, but what a return. The punt was 41. The return was 41.
Frank Beamer may not be on the sidelines here anymore. He's got the statue that we went to break a couple minutes ago. You saw the kids.
1 of 2 in the red zone of the game. Schrader tried to hand it off. The ball ended up on the turf. Like Tucker tried to take it from Schrader. Going to lose yardage, James. How about 4 yards?
Pump fake, try to give it back to Tucker coming around. Was going to have a little bit of room, but mishandles it.
Which loosely translated means citizen mayor. And the mayor goes right up the middle, past the 35-yard line. Riley Johnson is our referee. Wiley is our sideline reporter. Talking about playing video games. Oh, this could be a video game number right here from Malachi Thomas. Trying to distance himself, and he's caught at the 20. Deuce Chestnut makes a touchdown-saving tackle of Malachi Thomas.
The freshman starts up front throw. Hat on a hat. Clearing things out. Look at him wash down that defensive front. Great blocking up front by Virginia Tech. And a good job, too, by the freshman securing that football.
Yards away for John Parker Romo. 33-yarder is good. He's 2 for 2.
9:15 left to play in regulation.
Schrader, crumbling pocket. He's sacked.
There haven't been a ton of sacks. There haven't been any turnovers to this point.
On their own 27. Have to get it to the 35. Schrader looking to throw it. Just got it away, but it's a wobbly pass and incomplete, and a lot of pressure on the QB.
Be careful with the head injuries. You could tell that they seem to have just the right amount of toughness in camp.
Burmeister with a strike beyond the 40. A leaping Trey Turner beat Greenwood in the secondary. Needing to get down to that 46-yard line. They'll go up the middle and through the line with Thomas. He's got to go. All the way to the end zone. Malachi Thomas. Of the game and career.
Yeah, Malachi Thomas in that offensive line.
From the 9 for the Orange. Tucker unable to break free. Mario Kendricks first on the scene and a loss of 2.
So here we go. Needless to say, very important drive here.
Burmeister's pass at the 35. That is caught. Robinson made a man miss and got up near the 45-yard line for 16 yards.
To see that, it was a little delayed with the hurting on the grass, but they got him up and he knew how to celebrate. All right, let's see. We got some time left.
Burmeister throws it up near the 40. Virginia Tech has a couple of timeouts. They'll move the chains with 6 seconds on the clock to Caleb Smith. So Virginia Tech has taken the timeout. That's a gutsy throw. Yes, it does.
All right, let's do it.
It makes it the day before Halloween.
Okay, let's do it.
Georgia Tech won the toss, deferred, and kicked it in the end zone. So Virginia Tech will have the ball for
a bunch on what he calls the money down there, 3rd down.
Peter Moore punts it away for Virginia Tech. Ray is the deep man. He let it bounce at the 35 and scoop it up at the 29. Spun around and dropped by several white shirts. And then we'll mark him at about the 26-yard line. Sims. Spinning was Gibbs. Near the 40. With 11-0-1 that season. Thomas is the back. Burmeister will keep it, try to turn that corner, and he's out of bounds near the 30-yard line in front of the Georgia Tech bench.
Absolutely a nice little read here. He's got to make one guy miss, and he does just that. Then it's up the sideline, off to the races. Braxton Burmeister got to make it to the 39.
Virginia Tech 8th in the conference on 3rd down. Long pass, wide open man. At the 40, it's Turner. Cuts it back to the 15, breaks the tackle. Drake Turner with a stiff arm and into the end zone. Burmeister to Turner, 69 yards and a Virginia Tech touchdown.
Fantastic protection. You're not going to see it right here, but to have this long, to have a pump, and then to be able to throw it out there. Confusion, obviously, in the Georgia Tech secondary, and taking advantage of it. Pass protection when he's in there, and they're blitzing.
Sims for the screen action. Flag is out. The hit is near midfield on Jordan Mason again. Offensive coordinator Dave Patno. See what he dials up here. They're going to toss it out to Smith. And he got shoved out of bounds. Batesville, North Carolina. Fake on the handoff. Burmeister double clutch, complete, flags out. Turner down the sideline inside the 30. He got rocked by Tariq Carpenter. And here we go with more physical activity after the whistle. There is a flag.
Just going right up the gut here.
4th and 1. Inside the 5. Burmeister still has it. Looking for a man to the end zone. And it is a touchdown. What a play call. They faked the run and then they threw it to the end zone for 4 yards to Tavian Robinson. There's Virginia Tech now as they fake the run. James and Burmeister tosses it.
Sell it hard to Malachi Thomas. And it was a good job to cover that boot and somebody to be home for the quarterback.
Patno, the offensive coordinator. 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Sims has to improvise. Throw on the run. Not enough on it. Tough throw.
First quarter because the clock had expired.
Appreciate the clarification, James. That's Robinson. Clearly on his way to a first down beyond the 30-yard line.
Couldn't come down with the one-hander. Here's a 3rd down and short now.
They want to throw it. Burmeister to the 45-yard line. Going up to grab it, Caleb Smith.
Of Chicago, same with Atlanta. But that's not the case with Hart County. It's way up northeast Georgia, up by Clemson, South Carolina, really almost. That's where Malachi Thomas is from, Hart County High School. 3 guys with their foot, hand on the ground.
Going to the mattresses on 3rd down. Number 3, scrambles and throws complete. Blackshear made the catch and fights for the first down. There is a flag out. Well, that was September 25th against then number 21 North Carolina. Here in Atlanta, 45-22. Gibbs. He's the leading tackler in the ACC. There's pass to Turner. He's open again. Turner down the sideline. Busting tackles. Fighting his way. Close to the 6-yard line.
And selling out hard, trying to stop it on these short yardage conversion situations, but guys got to stay disciplined. You can't sell out and everybody go after that football after that play fake. Earlier we saw the big...
This from 23 yards away. John Parker Romo. 23-yarder late in the second. 17-7. And now a minute to play in the second quarter. Cutting it up the middle, Blackshear, and tearing through the Georgia Tech defense and past the 35-yard line. Raheem Blackshear for 24 yards for the Hokies.
Burmeister and company hoping they can find a way to get 7 before halftime.
Parker Romo made a 52-yarder against Notre Dame earlier this season. This is Turner again. Through the air. Burmeister again. He takes off. Quick cat-like reactions. Puts the head down and rolls near the 37. That's a first down. Over 300 yards of total offense in the first half for Virginia Tech. Burmeister. Throw on the run. Middle distance. Robinson out of bounds. Coach Bates. Nice call with 11 seconds to go. Parker Romo, perfect this season from beyond 40 yards. 3 for 3. You can make it. 4 for 4. And a field goal on the board for Virginia Tech. Big points for the Hokies, up 20-7.
return man as well in Jahmyr Gibbs.
29 plays and 170 total yards in the first half. A minimal game
to do some serious damage, moving those chains any way they can.
He ran for 54 yards in the first half. Gibbs on a hesitation, nowhere to go. Submarines his way up past the 45-yard. They'll have to get to the 9-yard line for a first down. It's a short pass near the 20 and caught by Jack Coco.
Far in this game to Georgia Tech's 6.
Sims got hit and the ball came loose. Hokies say they have it. The officials agree. Sims lost the handle on the hit. The ball was on the turf. It was covered up by Peoples.
They get after him right from the giddy up. There's pressure coming up off the edge, and we've seen so many times Amari Barno with the pressure on the edge. This time it's the other side, and Jalen Griffin there with the
34 yards. Parker Romo. The kick is true.
Guys with their hand in the grass, they just bring 3.
3 of 9 on third down. That pass is incomplete. So a field goal, fumble, and now punt on the 3 possessions in the second half for Georgia Tech. Robinson to the 40. And he'll amble out of bounds past the 45-yard line.
As good as anyone in the league.
To the right. The pitch. Blackshear. Is that going to be enough? Just inside the 45-yard. Mason is the back. Trying to do the dirty work. Second effort. Needs to get to the 10. He got forced back. I don't think he got there, James.
Stoning that offensive line. Excellent penetration by Pollard. And then here comes, that's our guy, Peoples, in there to clean it up at the very end. And he's going chest for chest with a very powerful runner. Set up a second down and short. Just got to take care of the football, Virginia Tech.
10 carries, 62 yards for Blackshear, trying to add to that total. Runs into Ely again. Did win 2 years ago, 2019. Burmeister trying to freelance. He's going to run. Plenty of room. Burmeister to midfield. Carpenter ran him down.
He was looking the direction of Tavion Robinson. They had him double covered down the field. Nobody left in the middle of the field, all cleared out. And there goes number 3.
Burmeister, much better numbers than a week ago, where he threw for 170. 70's got an open man in Nick Gallo. Gallo let a man go by, shy of the 20. Thomas in there as the back to the right of Burmeister. 24 gets the call, plowing his way down to the 10. Jordan Dominic the stop. 3 yards. Senior from Peachtree City, Georgia. Georgia Tech. Gotta go up tempo. Inside 4 minutes to go. Sims trying to run away and he won't. Sims pulls down. It's Barno.
But they're unable to touch Jeff Sims. That's not the case with the freak, Amari Barno. I mean, he runs him down and closes that for number 11.
Second sack of the game, Virginia Tech. Loss of 11. Here's Sims just heaving it. There is no receiver in the neighborhood.
They've just been stymied.
Just 3 of 11 on third down. Sims backtracking. It was deflected by Jordan Mason, who tried to make a one-handed grab, and Hawkins almost came up with it. 1 for 2 in the game on fourth down. You gotta go. Yellow Jackets. Sims intercepted. Amani Chapman intercepts the pass of Jeff Sims.
Amani Chapman perhaps sealing the deal. A hard ball, a little bit high, taking advantage of a smart defensive play.
Hokies have played all season. What a weird schedule. 6 of their first 7 at home, 4 of their last 5 on the road, including today. Malachi Thomas. Keep it moving inside the 45.
It hasn't been pretty. They've lost. They've dropped a lot of games at home, and people are starting to chirp up there. But last week, on into this week,
If he'd have kept his footing, he might have gone the distance.
Yeah, he would have run it all the way back to Hart County.
We got 10, James. First down. 26-17 in the final seconds. Tick off the clock, James Bates.
And able to weather that little bit of fire that Georgia Tech came out with in the second half made things interesting there, but able to kind of regain their footing and get back on.
Player and going to make a huge impact in this offense tonight.
Virginia Tech will have the ball first, but we will see Jurkovic in Boston College shortly as Chance Black gets decked to the 20-yard line. BC just barely got a player off the field for this second down play, by the way. And this is Burmeister on the run to the outside. And Braxton Burmeister is so effective with his feet. Cleared. It's a 3rd and 1. Both teams are very strong third down defenses, but Blackshear does have the first down for the Hokies.
There by the DB, but maybe they said uncatchable.
Broncos rolling inside the 20, and Gill decides to come up on it and field. Feels like November, doesn't it?
It feels like November. Run the football.
Do it again. And more penetration from the Hokies. They got in there and stopped it. Amare Barno finally with the tackle. And Nasir Peoples got in there. Second down.
How about Big Dax here? Seeing the hole, scraping through, able to make that first.
3rd and 1. They'll go straight up the gut and get the first down. Malachi Thomas pushing the pile.
Was never the biggest kid, but the consummate teammate. Played whatever role you ever needed him to play. And when he said toughness is in a lot of athletes, but toughness in Wells was
here at Alumni Stadium. This time, Williams got in there and stifled the run from Sinkfield. Darrell Pollard as well, and it's 4th down. Virginia Tech would just love to get off the field. BC's had the ball more than 15 minutes of his first half. Jurkovic has time to throw, and that is short. The Hokies have yet to complete a pass, and their starting quarterback, Braxton Burmeister, is out. This is Blackshear on the run. A late decision to give it to him, and it was a smart one. Just short of midfield. Mike Palmer took him out of... Not got to punt it necessarily, but with the way BC's defense has played, Virginia Tech will try to change field position right at the 1-yard line, and that ball did indeed stay out of the end zone, and BC is going to be backed up. Keep it away from the end zone.
How about the awareness right here? Special teams being special.
Jim Cairo, great booking job. Intrepid producer of College Game Day. Blackshear. The first down, so now you call timeout in order to run to get another first down.
1-minute offense, we're trying to make something happen, but out routes, quick slants. Expect to see something better. As a little bit of a short punt here. Rolled maybe down to the 10.
Took a left turn at Albuquerque there.
A couple of punts back to back, pinning these guys deep.
Crowthers, number 19, funds going towards creating a middle school program in his memory, and you saw members of the BC men's club lacrosse team.
This is a big 3rd down for the Hokies if they want to hang around. Malachi Thomas, outstanding burst and a first down for the Hokies.
No question. You saw this play, this drive get started with a great pass, and then that stretch play again. Great job by the offense.
This from 47 for John Parker Romo. It is on the way, and it is good. Virginia Tech on the board. Braxton Burmeister out due to injury. Knocks Tatum to throw past the second level, and he did get it there for Tavion Robinson. Garwo, who had the touchdown as the tailback. It is Garwo. He tried to sidestep it, and he got tripped up. Keyshawn Artis blew it up.
Loading this thing up. Everybody knows, hey, we're running it right here. Just a great job executing, getting around, which is a wide receiver.
Learned under Jeff Hafford Obviously, they've coached together for years and a couple of different stops, and that is blown up in the backfield by Tay Daly. A loss of 1, 3rd and 6 for BC, and a play we'll likely see in the fourth quarter. Palmer again at 22.
Robinson really stepping up huge here. Love the action from the quarterback.
Kadum goes split out. Malachi Thomas in wildcat formation, and he does have the corner down the sideline. It just nearly stayed in bounds right around the line of game. Interesting play call there from Puente and Cornelson.
Smith, Hoffman.
Kadum on the roll, has a tight end, Gallo down the edge, and he's out of bounds right around the 10. 3rd down and 2 for BC. Might be a go-for-it situation for them, depending on how close they get, and it's not very close. They might have lost half a yard. Norrell Pollard got in there on Sinkfield.
BT wants to go fast here.
They almost have to. Moving down to 7 minutes left, and Virginia Tech has not scored a touchdown in this ball game. 216 total yards before that 5 yard.
Out here, cold, blustery day, windy. No, they're here. Toe meets leather, and we're underway inside Lane Stadium. Keyshawn King is going to let this Charlie Am kick go over his head out of the back of the end zone. 3rd down and 8 on the Hokies' first possession. Time looking for Turner, and he had him, and he still has him. Ball bobbled up in the air, but Turner was able to come down with it inside of Duke territory.
Trey Turner, we talked about it. He is the offense. Now, first pass to him, he missed. This one looked like he was going to miss it, but watch his concentration. As he's falling to the ground, just able to see how much he does play in this game, but big honor for him and definitely deserved.
Peter Moore's punt is going to be down at the 5-yard line. Nice job on special teams by the Hokies, as you might expect. With the tradition here, Jalen Stroman, who's been a great special teams player for him this year, down to the ball inside the 5.
About 7 here in order to have opportunity to do that.
Again, rolling the pocket. Leonard in trouble. He just has to throw it.
He came in with Khalil Herbert, who transferred in from Kansas, and Herbert really gained the lion's share of the carries last year, and he was fantastic. Obviously, he's doing things in the NFL right now. Whoa, what a catch on the outside. And you see Robinson with this little slot go route. And he's had really good games so far this year.
Look at that. Getting to the second level, Blackshear looks like he's a little bit of a bigger player too.
All the load in terms of the run game, so he's fresher when he does get opportunities.
Now the tight end, that's Gallo. Full head of steam down to the 20.
Again, that's when this offense is the most efficient. Maybe not the biggest play threat, but most efficient.
Blackshear, all kinds of room to run. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and he'll score.
Wow.
On a fantastic drive after the missed field goal from Duke. Blackshear, what a move there to get into the end zone. 7-0, Virginia Tech on top.
See if they can fix that today.
Mateo Durant fixed on that play. Nowhere to go. Jordan Williams, along with Taiwan Garland, just joining in and not letting. You're like, yeah, I'm sure he was a good basketball player. Trying to get to the outside, and will not. He's going to lose a couple of yards. I'm sure he was a good. Oh my gosh, he is a really good basketball player. Now 3rd down though, trying to convert here. Pressure. Looking to throw head up. He'll have to do it himself, and he can't get there.
On the other hand, they're playing hard-nosed physical defense. It's going to be a really fun game to watch.
Blackshear, all kinds of room again. 30, 40. Can he get a block on the outside? Just missed it. But DeQuan Johnson had to bring him out.
Raheem Blackshear, good job of turning and cutting up, and really good job by Lasita Smith, number 54, of getting up on the linebackers. And he
Blackshear already has 62 yards on the ground, 2 big runs. Looking to add to it here. And has all kinds of room again. Inside the 30. These are huge chunk plays now for Virginia Tech on the ground.
And the backside tackle, and you see the linebacker 35 is just unable to get over the top. That's Dorian Mausi is unable to see the pullers, and by the time
1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Leonard has time. Now it collapses and he goes down. Hollifield got there. He gives us a little sack dance.
Oh, man, look at number 4 right in the middle of the screen on a little delayed blitz. So he has the running back in man coverage, and once Durant goes to block, he fills around. Great job on the...
You go. Leonard takes a snap and throws, and it's almost intercepted. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Unless you feel like the wind would affect him too much.
Burmeister to throw. He's got 2 receivers open, too. That's King inside the 5, inside the 10, and he'll score! Keyshawn King's first touchdown of the year, and that prompts a big celebration as the Hokies increase their advantage.
So cover 3 means Lummy Young needs to rotate down. He has the number 2 receiver. That becomes the back going vertical. You need to run with that vertical route. In the motion that was done by Trey Turner early in the play, it just confused Lummy Young. He got his eyes wrong and then way too far away to try to recover. Great job by Burmeister understanding it and putting the ball back in this game so far.
Another 3rd and long. Hokies bring just 4. Drops. Calhoun, the usually short-handed Calhoun, dropped that one, and that may have gone for a first down. Instead, it's time to punt again. The backfield with Durant split to the top of your screen, too. They're down and 10. Leonard, pressure coming. He'll try and do it on his legs. Inside the 5, down to the 3, fumbles the football. And the Hokies fell on it, and it's their ball. Half left to go in this first half. Duke bringing pressure here on 3rd down. Here's Blackshear with blockers in front of him. He'll pick up the first down and a lot more. Knocked out of bounds near the 40 by Lummy Young. That's a good pickup by the Hokies and the Blue Jays.
And watch big number 68, Caden Moore, lead the way, marching all the way downfield. You got Parker Clements, the freshman.
Hokies just 1 for 4 in the game so far on 3rd down. Receiver wide open. That's Smith. Inside the 30, all the way down to the 22. Big plays for Virginia Tech all night long, and they continue here.
Anticipated man-to-man coverage, and the crossing routes, they were very effective versus that man-to-man. Just lost sight of Caleb Smith.
This is a bomb at 51 yards.
It is back.
Yep, that is back and swirling. Puts a good leg into it, has the distance, and the accuracy.
What a weapon in college football. It's rare to have kickers be able to hit 50-plus yarders. He had a 52-yarder versus Notre Dame. Last week he had a 47-yarder against Boston College, and that's a perfect leg swing, perfect stroke.
Low snap, and the Hokies are coming with pressure. Leonard having to run out of there, and couldn't hook up with his receiver, Dorian Strong. Led it the whole way and knocked it away. Back to the game at hand. 3rd down for Burmeister. Now he has a lot of room to run. Shows the speed, too, as he picks up the first down and more. Oh, boy. We do get a flag.
Let's take another look, because my lack of commenting on that call is going to describe how I feel about that call. Yeah, he's out of bounds, but that's not a hit. I don't think they've stopped anyone all year.
Bam in person. Those 2 running backs. Now Burmeister's going to unload to the end zone. He's got some receivers down there up in the air, and it's caught. But tackled harmlessly was Tavian Robinson at the 3, and time will wind down.
That Duke called timeout because when they lined up initially, all their defenders were along the 10-yard line. Now they put their heels back on the goal line. You just see, too, there's something wrong with Braxton Burmeister because he was just not able to get enough on that throw to get it even into the end zone. Either way, fun way to finish the half. I like when coaches, a lot of times you're going to get a reception or a flag throw. You just have to hold him in order to cover him, not the ball away.
Leonard, pressure and gets hit hard. Connor. No problem tackling on that play.
From that nickel position. Really good job of timing up the...
Robinson. Chance to return it, though. Watch out. The outside. And runs out of bounds after a good return. About 33. Virginia Tech leading here on 3rd down and short. Burmeister's going to try and do it on his own, and he does. 1st down.
He's done a good job this half of getting out of bounds or just getting down instead of taking a hit.
Robinson. That's a really nice pass. Jalen Stinson on the coverage. Another one of those safeties that's having to come in with all these injuries on the back end of Duke, but this is a beautiful pitch. Back to Burmeister. He'll look to throw. Wide open! Caleb Smith is going to reel this one in. That's Smith's first touchdown catch of the year. The Hokies extend their lead 24-3 here in Blacksburg.
Number 22 is at the top of the screen. He's the running back in. Very fast player.
Leonard has pressure up the middle. He's going to go down. Alan Tisdale got him.
And it's either we're going to pressure or we're going to drop in coverage. And right now, without the threat of anything happening downfield, and these routes are taking just too long to develop, he's able to do both.
Hokies bring 5. Leonard behind Bobo.
2 drives ago.
Porter Wilson again. Robinson. No fair catch. Takes a hit after receiving the punt. Stays on his feet. Gets it to midfield. 8 yards on 1st down. King dancing, trying to find that crease. Keeps those legs churning, though. 180 pounds and is able to move the pile enough to get a 1st down. Thought about throwing it, but why? Well, you can run it for 10 yards and pick up another 1st down.
Good call by the officials.
John Parker Romo in to attempt a 43-yard kick. And it is true.
Either way, that extends the drive for Duke.
Moore's going to run it. Nowhere to go. Absolutely buried in the backfield. Hollifield is, of course, involved.
I love that. I love watching it. And this is a guy, he has waited his turn with Amari Barno standing up in the middle of the field.
Oh, Will.
Goodness.
A lot of hitting going on out there. Moore again running for his life, and he gets rid of it. That should be an incomplete pass.
Could be Eli Pinnacle or Jalen Calhoun. Jalen Calhoun, I think, is at the top of the screen.
Flag down, just throws it in the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Tay Daly, the transfer from Vanderbilt's first interception as a member of the Virginia Tech Hokies, will check the marker. You got to think this is holding on. Bobo in motion. Moore now rolling the pocket. Just trying to find that 1st down marker and can't.
There's some real tight calls by these officials, and that one.
There's Robinson. Oh, look out. Makes a move at the 40 and just dragged down at the 30-yard line, and that's why Duke went for it. And he is dangerous.
Yeah, he's very dangerous, and a good job of just locating the football up in this wind. Man, he almost took it all the way back.
Burmeister has an alley if he can get there. He does. 20. Steps out of bounds at the 13.
R.J. Oben back on the field, number 94, but just the speed of Braxton Burmeister. He might be limited.
He's got 56 yards rushing on the day to go along with 202 throwing. He'll try and throw here. Back the other way. Blackshear has a blocker in front of him. Cuts it back inside. He'll score. Blackshear with his 2nd touchdown of the day. One on the ground, one through the air. Oh.
They're both really hard workers and really good players. Oh, how about
fumble! Ball's still loose. It's going to be picked up by Virginia Tech, and this is going to be a touchdown. Taiwan Garbutt. And that will be a popular touchdown with his teammates. And it is, as you can see him on the sideline.
While he was home, he got calls daily from Fuente, from the defensive line coach.
Nice job that time by Noel Pollard, stripping it.
Yeah, absolutely. And being in the right place at the right time is Taiwan Guard. But being a part of this team helped him kind of recover from some of the mental health stuff that he was dealing with. And he is a big proponent of working on your mental health and your mental strength as well as your physical health and your physical strength. And there he is right here. Johnny on the spot, picking up the football, running in for 6 points.
Moore going to keep it himself. First down, and Moore keeps his feet, squirts his way towards the 5, but fumbles the football into the end zone. Recovered by the Hokies and Shamari Connor. And the officials may be marking him down. I believe that this line judge here, the near sideline, Knox Kadum getting an opportunity now at quarterback for Virginia Tech. Had to come in and spell Burmeister a bit in the first half. Kings also did a nice job today running and catching the football. Had a long touchdown catch in that first half. And the players we talked to, they have a lot of respect for you for two things. As King gets free.
Woo, that boy's
look at that speed. Still on his feet. He's got a blocker in front of him. Down to the 10-yard line.
Kid right there, that's the best shot of the day. Look at this. I mean, this is what they were so excited about in 2019 with King. And it's just taking a little time to mature.
King takes the carry. Powers his way into the end zone for the score. Including this touchdown right here. His second score of the day. All Hokies in Blacksburg.
We will be together, me and you and Jalen, but the whole crew not so much as the season goes on.
The Hokies celebrate Senior Day.
What do you think guys were listening to in there? That's a long time. I just wonder if they had that new Adele going.
Here's Connor Blumrick going, and he'll pick up the first down. Blumrick returning to the Hokie lineup for the first time since the Notre Dame game.
This Miami defense, the most stingy they faced in that time, though.
Here is Burmeister slipping through and into the open field against the Canes goes Braxton Burmeister for another Virginia Tech first down.
Guys are a load inside.
Here's Burmeister back in the game, going to make the long throw. Turner the catch, tried to stay in bounds, and I think he tiptoed out around the 12. And that's where they'll spot the catch for Trey Turner. Big play Trey, 36th start of his career tonight. He had 187 yards in the win in Atlanta against Georgia Tech. 5th best single game effort by Hokie in receiving yards. And you see ticketed for the Reese's Senior Bowl. 3 John Parker Romos missed 4 times in 17 tries. This is 25 yards. And the kick from Romo is good. Hokies on the... Burmeister stays on the field here for the second down shot. Thought about it, pauses, steps out of the tackle, cuts back, first down. Braxton Burmeister gives the Hokies first and goal at the 8. Boy, took a big lick on the back end from Marcus Clark. 11th play of the drive, Canes coming on the pressure, throw for Turner in the end zone. Did he hang on to it? He did! What a catch by Trey Turner! What a catch! Are you saying this is not WRU?
Well, this is a great catch. Let's see if he maintains control. I don't know if he ever establishes control before he hits out of bounds.
But Roddy, what do you see? Is there indisputable video evidence?
Well, the ball hits... I don't know if you can consider the ball resting in his lap when it's kind of pinned as he's falling. I don't know if that's control. Okay. The question is indisputable video evidence for it to overturn.
Coming up on 7 to play. Boy, Hill just gets a little steeper for Virginia Tech after the great catch by Turner. Here's a throw and another grab by Turner. A sensational catch inside the Miami 40. John Parker Romo, who hit earlier tonight from 25. And the kick is just inside the right upright for Romo.
Had great catches down the field. That's a little less likely in the bad weather.
So Connor Blumrick, the transfer from Texas A&M, is coming. And he's going to keep it to the right side and push it across the 35. drive and a first down to the 37. And he will keep it again after faking the sweep. And here's Blumrick, open field, 25-20. Connor takes on a man at the 10. It'll be first and goal for Virginia Tech. Here is Blumrick looping for the end zone, and it is pulled in for the touchdown. Caleb Smith.
Virginia Tech receivers, but they have made an impact. This is a great catch.
Pressure coming. Blumrick going to take the shot downfield, and it is caught. Lofton holds on to it inside the 10. Thomas has returned to the game. He's in the backfield.
You got Caleb Smith with plenty of room to come to the outside down to the bottom.
Here goes Blumrick pushing right. Going to throw back. Caught. Touchdown Virginia Tech. Lofton on the back end of two great grabs. This one for the...
Justin Dunkel to kick it off for Virginia. And it's Keyshawn King from the 3. And King out to about the 27-yard line.
More than capable of threatening you on the edges with his legs.
On first down, here is Blackshear. And he picks up 11. Darius Bratton makes the tackle.
Certainly the more potent passer of the two quarterbacks we'll see today.
Burmeister fakes the fly sweep. Across midfield into Virginia territory.
Huge parts of that push in the middle as well.
Burmeister completes, and he's got a first down for Virginia Tech. Sean Tucker set the Syracuse single-season rushing record this year, breaking Joe Morris's mark.
And Sean Tucker not being a Doak Walker finalist, one of the great crimes of the postseason awards.
Burmeister downfield to Robinson. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This Virginia defense has struggled mightily all year long. You see the play-action cell and Burmeister's ability to move the pocket on this play, and you got guys that can box you out like hoops players.
Thompson in motion. That goes as a pass in the scorebook. Trying to reverse directions, and he's tackled in the backfield.
I think he gives you too many good options, both as a runner as a passer.
Burmeister will keep it. He's got an opening. Across the 40, it's a foot race. Can they get the quarterback? Burmeister all the way inside the 10. Darius Bratton saved the touchdown.
Get me on the perimeter and watch me work the zone read for 3 and white for a big gain to put Virginia Tech in a first and goal situation, down 14-7 when we come back. Personnel, 3 wide receiver bodies on the field now.
Yeah, that would be Wicks, who's been their big play guy. Intercepted, picked off by Tech. Tate Daly, the Vanderbilt transfer. And the Hokies seize back some of the momentum.
And so what do? You drop Wilfred Panay into coverage here. Watch number 91, the defensive tackle right here. They're going to bring Dax Hollifield behind him and then drop 91 into coverage. And so what's that do? It clouds the judgment, makes him throw the ball a little bit behind, and now you set up for a great interception.
Not apples to apples. There's a lot of context that you have to apply. Burmeister, downfield, it's caught. Inside the Virginia 20, Dwayne Lofton. He had his first career touchdown last week.
Ran an 11.4 800 meters in high school, and you saw it on display here. Attacking the seam, and so it changes the way everyone around here with Babcock and company made decisions.
A big opening. Blackshear, touchdown! Tech, a PAT from tying this game.
Anish, when you've struggled the way Virginia has, you got to take gambles. And you're going to see right here, levels by the linebackers. They're going to do a cross-dog blitz in the middle. And then you're going to see.
Designed quarterback run. Burmeister able to move the chains to the 40-yard line, a gain of 10. To see quite a bit of him, we were told he was cleared to play and was a full go.
Accepted that Senior Bowl invite, a bright future in front of him. And
Tavion Robinson adjusting to the ball.
Now you got to get up to the line and have that next play ready to go. But just a great job in this.
Clear as day. They missed it. It's 3rd and 3. Burmeister, first down, dives across the 15. That'll momentarily stop the clock. Romo has made 10 in a row inside 42 from 32. The field goal is good. In lieu of Waller. Armstrong, he's been dangerous with his feet today. Changing directions. Throws to the sideline, it's dropped. There is a flag down. A lot of Blumrick early. It's been Burmeister, though. This is going to be his game, it appears.
It's the right call.
Look at this hole. Blackshear. A pickup of 20 for Raheem Blackshear. Last week against Miami, he didn't get his first carry until less than 8 minutes to go in the game.
And you see the linebacker tracing back. Just unbelievable acrobatic catches that we've seen from him, like in the Miami game.
Another big hole. Blackshear down the sideline. One man to beat. He cuts it back. That slowed his momentum just a bit. He brings it to the 8-yard line. A 50-yard run. And Blackshear over the century mark.
Is doing, having to shuffle bodies around. Some of your starters already out of this game. And again, we see when you can hold the whole backside of a defense with that run threat.
The reverse. They'll throw. Robinson to Burmeister. J.C. Price into the bag of tricks.
J.C. Price told us he grew up an Eagles fan. His favorite player was Seth Joyner. That's why he wore 59. Clearly still watching a lot of Eagles football. This is Philly special.
This is Philly special.
Dontavian Wicks bunched up together. Look for Thompson to clear out some room for 3.
Armstrong steps up. Can't get away. Alan Tisdale with his second sack of the season. Will take the snap. It's a direct snap. Pitch to Armstrong, back to Thompson. Broken tackle. He's got blockers upfield. Thompson lost the football, and Virginia Tech covers it up. The sophomore out of Apopka, Florida, recovers the fumble in a wild play.
So we see the broken tackle on the perimeter. Murray misses on Thompson, but then you see trying to strain, trying to get over the top, and what a great swipe at the ball by Narell Pollard, who, if you remember...
Here's the blitz. Burmeister. He'll run for it. He's got the 20. And a first down for Virginia Tech. There's the quarterback run. Virginia in this game.
And Brennan Armstrong now dealing with that ankle injury.
Burmeister will run. Breaks loose. Blunt tripped him up.
You got 2 downs to get 1, and they're going to go tempo, run the same play.
Blackshear, stiff arm, first down, still going. Finally taken down by Blunt. 16 more for Raheem Blackshear, up to 156 on the ground. Romo's kick is up and good. Romo good from 38.
Has to be considered.
Blumrick bounces to the outside. And he is to the 33, 34. He's going to be close. Burmeister has Smith open in the flat. Turns upfield. First down to the 45-yard line.
Circle 99 in blue.
4-man rush. Armstrong pumps. Running. Lost the football into the end zone. It's rolling. Who's got it? Virginia recovered. Virginia Tech with the stop in the end zone. It goes as a safety. So if you're going in for a touchdown, you just need the nose of the ball. Where is possession established? And yeah, that's the question.
And that's going to be the tough part to see when it's ruled already a safety on the field underneath that scrum of bodies.
And 8. Ball at the 9. Armstrong. Incomplete, broken up. 2 timeouts still left. The throwback to the lineman. And that goes nowhere. Strong blew it up. Well, they went to Bobby Haskins, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Now that is a backward pass, right? So technically, that was the play for Haskins to throw it back to Armstrong or to throw it downfield. Armstrong looking for 6. It's tipped and complete. Intended for Henry, and it's Daly who broke it up.
Only 3 points in the entire second half, coming off of a turnover by your offense. And again, we talked about it with Armstrong, uncharacteristically inaccurate throwing on that banged-up ankle against your biggest rival.
Remarkable. Virginia Tech has dominated this series for 2 decades. They were the underdog today, but they get J.C. Price, his first win as a head coach. They knock off their rival, and the Hokies are going to go bowling once again.
You know, ultimately, too, Matt, it's exciting to play a sport, even though it's not baseball, in this stadium because of the tradition.
This is Chance Black, has a crease. Takes it beyond.
Hard-nosed football is what they're looking for. That's what you're getting.
So 2nd and 8. Blumrick play fake. Gonna take a shot deep. His guy is there, and it is caught. Jaden Payu. What a catch. What a throw. That kick right down the middle, and Virginia Tech gets on the board. So 9-10 plays, 65-yard drive set up by a fake punt. The quarterback getting the best of the defender, or the defender winning that one. Here, 4th and 2. What a grab and a first down for Virginia Tech. Again, all 3 timeouts for Virginia Tech and Maryland. Fake to Blackshear. He's got him wide open. Virginia Tech. Malachi Thomas out of the backfield. Right up the middle, Blumrick gonna take it in, and it's gonna be a touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a drive for the Hokies, and flags on the play after Blumrick takes it in. Big this was for Virginia Tech to kind of get some momentum going into the half.
Yeah, and just the feel for your football team now, with the time that's left, I do think you've got to kind of managing certain situations of the game, like area of the field, 3rd and 10, be smart with the football.
Looked at Hemby, back to Jarrett, defense right there, and it looked as if Maryland was headed to the end zone this year to build this thing, and he believes he's got the foundation to do it. That's Chance Black going to try to make something happen on special teams. It's a good hard run just past the 25-yard line, over the 30-yard.
You know, developmental reps, in the practices, in the games. Look, I can just speak as a guy that was playing for a program that had a bowl drought.
Chance Black. Give the kicker the credit, Joseph Petrino. It's the segment taking television by storm. You are Sacho Mind. Brought to you by Sam Acho. Back shoulder throw there. It is complete. That's a good execution there. Luke Fussell.